Jr. here for yet another in-shop adventure, COVID-19 style. So today's adventure is actually quite a long one, several days, actually a couple of weeks. What we're doing is I am going to give you my opinion of 4 different rotary tumblers. We're going to start off with the Thumbler's Tumbler model A-R1. Then we're going to go to the Chicago Electric dual drum rotary rock tumbler. We're also going to be taking a look at the Lortone Model 3A and the Lortone Model QT12. So sit back and see what I think of this, and then you can also make your own opinions up of what you also think is the best tumbler for you. We are going to do the battle of the rock tumblers. I have 4 completely different types of rotary rock tumblers here that we are going to test on like material to see which one does the best for coarse grit tumbling. The contestants are the Thumbler's Tumbler Model AR1, the Chicago Dual Rotary Drum Rock Tumbler from Harbor Freight, the Lortone Rotary Rock Tumbler Model 3A, and the big guy, the Lortone Rotary Tumbler Model QT12. Let's talk about each one of these here a little bit. The Thumbler's Tumbler Model AR1 is the first tumbler that I have owned. Came as a kit, which included some grit, some rocks, the instructions, and some other stuff as well. This is a very popular entry-level rock tumbler. The next one, Chicago Electric Dual Rotary Drum Rock Tumbler. Bought this one used off of a Craigslist ad. Had to do one minor modification to it. That made a big improvement. This is also a very popular tumbler amongst beginners. Yet this is a tumbler that has a lot of frustration with people due to maintenance issues, such as the belt breaking. The third contender, Lortone Rotary Tumbler Model 3A. Yet another entry-level rock tumbler. This one here has a barrel nearly identical to the one that's on the Harbor Freight model. Then the big one, Lortone Rotary Tumbler Model QT12. Up to 12 pounds of material in this big old barrel. Let's do this for comparison. There you go. This is what sets the standard when it comes to rock tumbling. So, what is the material that we are going to be tumbling? Well, let's find out right here. Oh, by the way, a non-tech tip. These towels, go to Goodwill. On occasion, you can find these in a bundle, and this bundle that had 12 towels cost us 50 cents. Okay, done with tech tip, or non-tech tip. Here is what we are tumbling. Creek Obsidian. as with my other video I did about polishing this stuff, this was all found alongside the road. No digging, no nothing. Reach down, pick it up, put it in the bucket. I went ahead and pre-measured these out, enough for each barrel for it to be the correct amount. I just picked some up, threw it in there. No nothing, no methodology about it other than making sure there was enough. As part of this, we're going to see how much material loss there is on average with each one of these tumblers. There might be some shaking going on here, so please bear with me. Okay, zeroed out. Here's the tricky part. I got to remember which ones it was I used. .3.5 grams. That is the batch in the Thumbler's Tumbler. This is the first barrel of the dual rotary drum. 117.81. Then here is the other one, 102.6. $66.53. And 100.96. So here's what we're doing. Each barrel is filled up to just right close to 3/4 of the way full. Well, what goes in here? We're using 6090 silicon carbide. I already have 12 tablespoons in the 12-pounder. Then these each will have 3 themselves. That's number 2, already put one in there. Number 3. Again. Okay, it is 1 week later. Time to crack these open, do a quick sample to see what the progress is, add some more coarse grit, and put them back on the tumblers. Okay, it is 1 week later. Time to crack these open, do a quick sample to see what the progress is, add some more coarse grit, and put them back on the tumblers. Okay, there's Harbor Freight drum or barrel B. Here is the Lortone Model 3A. Here is the Lortone QT12. That crack is from tumbling. Okay, I had to switch back over to my normal vlogging camera because the other one was giving me problems. So again, they're not doing too bad. Let me show you this here. So they're not doing too bad. Kind of odd how that one there is a much darker color. I don't know if it's having material get scrubbed off the side of it or not. And that's out of the Thumbler's Tumbler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the grid back in there, put these back on the tumbler for yet one more week. And I'll bring you guys back, hopefully with a working camera. Okay, this is the end of the second week. And so I went ahead and took them off the shelf, opened them up, and I'm going to take them outside here to clean them up here in a minute. It's dark outside, so I can't take you guys out there with me when I do that. Interesting note how the slurry looks different in these. This one here is darker with a little bit of foam on it. These here are dark, no foam. This one here is a lighter color, no foam. This one here is really light. Let's talk about the operation these past 2 weeks. The one that's given me the least amount of problem. This one right here. No issues whatsoever, turned it on and it worked. Even when I had to shut the power off to them later during the process for a few minutes so I could do some other recordings without these in the background noise, turn right back on, no problem. The second least less problem one, the Harbor Freight. No issues whatsoever with it. It would not want to start rotating one time, and I just ran my hand across the top of the barrel and it started rotating. Then came this one here. And the problem I had with this one is that I got a little bit of aluminum buildup, and you can see it down here. And it made the barrel, it made those shafts very slick, and the barrel would spin a little bit. So I had to clean the barrel off. And the one that gave me the most problems was this one, the Lortone Model 3A. It did not like whatever I was doing. I had a hard time with it to keep the barrel spinning the entire time. And when those few times I shut the power off to all of these, this is the one that gave me the hardest time to get spinning again. So that's just something that makes you sit back and go, huh, interesting. So again, the Thumbler's Tumbler Model AR1 was the least troublesome, followed up by the Chicago Electric dual drum rotary rock tumbler. Coming in on the third on issues was the QT12 by Lortone. And one at the bottom of the list was the Lortone Rotary Tumbler Model 3A. Now, I'm going to go get all these cleaned up, the rocks that's in here, the Obsidian in here that's cleaned up, and we will see which one of these three did the best job for coarse grit after 2 weeks. They are out of the tumblers and cleaned. Let's talk about let's talk about what I observed while cleaning. We'll start off with the Thumbler's Tumbler A-R1. This one had the most amount of grit left in it. It was actually caked up inside of it a little bit. The Chicago Electric, the Harbor Freight dual rotary drum rock tumbler here, no grit left over whatsoever. Easy to clean up, no issues. Lortone Model 3A. This one had a fair amount of grit left in the bottom of it, or inside of it, and it was caked on the inside. And the QT12, no issues whatsoever. All the grit was basically ground up and used up. Okay, let's talk about how these individual tumblers did. I don't really see any issues. There's some damage there from the tumbling right there. That's tumbling damage. See, here's not all the way dry. That was already that way. So the AR A-R1 from Thumbler's Tumbler actually did pretty good. Again, though, it had the most amount of grit left in the barrel. Okay, let's check out what drum barrel A did. Here, the Chicago Electric Harbor Freight one. Really no damage. That one's in pretty good shape. That was part of the Obsidian. Not too bad. That might have been a from the tumbling damage right there. Okay, barrel B. That looks like an ash pocket right there. Not too bad. A little shiny spot on that one there, and I don't know if that's from tumbling or if that's just the Obsidian itself, but that one there is in pretty good shape. Let's go get the big one here. So, okay, on to the Lortone Model 3A. Okay. really no issues there. There's that one piece there, and that kind of looks like a tumbling damage. A little reflective spot there. That turned out pretty good. Not too bad. Okay, the QT12, biggest of the biggest of the ones, and it had the most weight in there. And see right there, there's a little bit of damage from tumbling on that one. Another tumbling damage one. Now this was just a bad piece to begin with. I should never have thrown this one in there. This here, I don't know why I put it in there. So here's a nice one. That came out really good. Okay, let's see how much material is lost off of our samples. I've already found the 5 rocks that we measured before, or weighed before. The first one out of the Thumbler's Tumbler model AR-1 is 84.83 grams. That is roughly an 18% decrease in weight. The Chicago Electric Barrel A, it's 91.95. That's almost 22% reduction. I'll put those numbers in right after all of this. The Chicago Electric Dual Drum Rotary Rock Tumbler Barrel B, that is 89.61 grams, and that is a 12.2% reduction. For the Lortone Model 3A, 48.22 grams. That is a 27.5% reduction. Wow. And for the Lortone Model QT12, 72.27 grams. That is a 28.4% reduction. So, which one out of these 5 is the best? Okay, well, I know which one is not. This one, Lortone Model 3A. I had the most troubles with this one during the tumbling process, and the cleanup was pretty bad. There was a lot of grit left over, and so that process went pretty bad. The tumbling, it did okay, surprisingly, with all the grit that was left over. So that's number 4. Number 3. Thumbler's Tumbler. It's did the least amount of rocks, total weight. And it really didn't do that good on material removing. Got some much sharper edges on it. So yeah, I'm giving that one a number 3. So it's between the dual rotary drum and the Lortone. Which one is it? I'm going to have to go with Lortone with this one here. Primary reason is because volume, the ease of work, the ease of cleanup. It's just a far superior machine, built better. Although, you know, this one did a very good job as well on this material. I've heard so many negative things about Harbor Freight and these particular tumblers. This one truly outperformed the Lortone Model 3A by a long ways, in my opinion. So, in this case, this test, non-scientific, the Lortone QT12 Rotary Tumbler is the best one out of the 4. So there you go, everybody. The analysis is over. And as you saw, my opinion is the QT12. Just happens to be the best all-around all-purpose tumbler there is. Just the one that works out the best for me. Surprisingly was how well that Chicago Electric Dual Rotary Drum Tumbler did compared to the other two. That Thumbler's Tumbler, yeah, it's a good starter, but you're not going to roll very many rocks in that one. And then the Lortone Model 3A, you have to remember, I did buy that one used. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't even know if the barrel is an original one to that. So that could have been all part of the problems. But by far, the Lortone QT12, the best tumbler around for the ones that I have. So there you go. My analysis is done for what it's worth. Just remember, everyone's life is an adventure. Then there's mine, rolling rocks. This is the Adventures of Jaws Jr. Have a good one, everybody. See ya. Ha! Have a good day.